It's happening, not next week, not eventually. Now, there's a shift in the air, undeniable, magnetic and more powerful than most will realize until it's already pulled them in. And if you've been feeling something lately, a sudden pull toward someone you can't explain, an old memory playing louder than usual, or that strange urge to reach out, to express, to move, it's not your imagination. It's Venus trining Mars, and it's peaking on May 22nd. This isn't just astrology, this is energetic physics. Venus is the force of attraction, what you desire, what you value, what feels good. Mars is the force of pursuit, drive, action, instinct. And when these two celestial bodies come into perfect harmony, something rare happens. Desire meets motion. Magnetism meets momentum. You don't just want something, you start moving toward it. And here's the thing, others feel it too. That's why, during this window, people start noticing you again, thinking of you, craving your presence without knowing why. You're not imagining it. They're being pulled back into your frequency. But here's where it gets interesting. This is not just about love in the surface level hearts and roses way. This energy stirs attraction at the soul level. That includes passion, confidence, creativity, expression, and self-worth. You may feel more bold, more alive, more flirtatious, or more artistic. That's not a coincidence. It's the cosmic blueprint lighting up your aura. And yet here's the truth. This energy isn't always gentle. It can be intense. It can stir desire that feels risky. It can pull people from your past right back into your field. And if you don't understand it, it can cause confusion, or worse, a relapse into old versions of yourself. That's why you must understand what this trine is really doing. So you don't just feel the pull, you harness it. Because this is a portal, and only those who walk through it consciously will come out on the other side stronger, clearer, and more aligned. So stay with me, because in a moment I'm going to show you exactly why they're feeling drawn to you again, and how this one alignment could reignite everything you thought was gone. And now that you know something's stirring, let's decode exactly what's happening, because this isn't just some vague love vibe. This is a precise cosmic alignment, and it has a reason, a rhythm, and a ripple effect that's already in motion. On May 22nd, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, magnetism, and self-worth, forms a trine, a 120-degree angle of pure harmony, with Mars, the planet of desire, action, instinct, and pursuit. What does that mean? It means two opposite cosmic energies, attraction and action, are finally working together. Venus is your pull. Mars is your push. Venus is the feeling. Mars is the follow-through. And when they trine, they don't compete, they dance. In astrology, a trine is the most fluid, easy, and supportive aspect. It's not chaotic, it's not restrictive, it doesn't force, it flows. This is when the universe hands you an open door, not with a loud bang, but with a quiet knowing. You're ready, walk through. Now here's the real reason this is powerful. Venus is in Aries, the boldest, most fearless expression of love. It wants to lead. It wants to initiate, and Mars is in Leo, the sign of charisma, confidence, and heart-centered fire. Put them together, and you get the kind of energy that turns quiet attraction into bold chemistry, the kind that's hard to ignore. This alignment lights up your confidence, your sexual energy, your creative force, and your relationship field, but not randomly. It works with you, not for you. If you're aligned with your truth, it will magnetize more of it. If you're running from your desires, it will expose that too. This is not the time to be passive. This is the time to feel what's rising in you and realize it's rising for a reason. That sudden desire to reach out, express yourself, start something, move differently, speak your truth, pursue someone or something you want. That's not just emotion, that's cosmic motion. And the best part, it's natural. You're not forcing anything. You're just syncing with what already wants to happen through you. So if you've been waiting for a sign to act on a feeling or reignite your spark, this is it. Because when Venus and Mars align like this, you don't chase, you attract and act with fire. Chapter 1. Why you may suddenly feel more confident or attractive. And now you know what this trine is. Let's talk about how it's showing up in you. Because chances are, you've already felt it. That shift in the mirror, that spark in your step, that moment you caught your own reflection and thought, wait, I look good today. It might feel small, subtle, but it's real. And it's happening because of this Venus-Mars alignment. See, Venus governs not just love, but self-worth. It's how we receive affection, how we value ourselves, how we radiate beauty and magnetism without even trying. And when Venus moves through Aries, it doesn't wait for permission to feel worthy. Aries is the warrior, the initiator. It says, I'm valuable because I breathe. Now combine that with Mars in Leo, the sign of confidence, charisma, boldness, and personal power. And you've got a cosmic cocktail that wakes up the part of you that forgot how powerful you are. This isn't fake confidence. This isn't a show. This is that raw, unfiltered inner glow that says, I don't need to be perfect. I need to be present. I don't chase validation. I attract reflection. You might find yourself dressing differently, speaking more directly, holding eye contact longer. Not because you're trying, but because something inside you is reclaiming space. This energy doesn't make you someone new. It helps you remember who you already are beneath the doubt, beneath the performance. And don't be surprised if people start noticing. Compliments may come, messages may arrive, eyes might linger a little longer. But here's the key. This isn't about external approval. It's about energetic truth. When Venus and Mars align in fire signs, they light you up from the inside, and the world simply responds. That sudden rush of confidence, that urge to flirt, to express, to create, to be seen. It's your soul saying, I'm back. But you have to own it, not overthink it, not apologize for it, not dim it. This energy isn't here to ask, am I enough? It's here to declare, I always was. So if you've been feeling bolder lately, let it build. Because you're not imagining the glow. You are the glow, and the universe just turned the lights back on. Chapter 2. Why they might be thinking about you right now. And while you're over here reclaiming your light, don't be surprised if they start noticing, without warning, without logic, and without explanation, that person who used to matter, the one you used to want, the one who drifted, or maybe the one who never fully let go. Suddenly, their energy flickers back in. You think of them, and they think of you, sometimes at the exact same time. That's not coincidence, that's resonance. Because when Venus trines Mars, it's not just about you feeling magnetic. It's about your energy sending out signals. And yes, they're picking it up. Here's why. Venus governs love, attraction, and emotional memory. Mars governs instinct, desire, and pursuit. When they align, unresolved chemistry reactivates. The kind that lives in the body, not just the brain. Fire signs don't work with logic, they work with emotion in motion. That means unfinished stories, suppressed feelings, and quiet connections come bubbling back to the surface, especially when they weren't properly closed. This is why people from your past might start liking your old posts, reaching out with, "Hey, just thought of you," appearing in your dreams, popping up in your mind out of nowhere. It's not always a sign to reconnect, but it's definitely a sign that your energy has shifted. They feel the change, even if they don't understand it, because attraction isn't always about proximity. It's about frequency, and right now yours is rising. But here's where it gets interesting. It doesn't matter if they act on it. What matters is what you do with it. Do you fall back into old patterns or stand firm in your new glow? Because yes, this cosmic alignment can reopen doors, but it can also show you why some doors were never meant to stay open. Not all attraction is meant to be pursued. Some is just meant to reflect your growth. So if someone starts showing up in your thoughts or your DMS, pause. Ask, am I being called back? Or am I being reminded I've moved on? Because sometimes the pull you feel isn't about going back. It's about showing you how far forward you've come. Chapter 3. Creative obsession returns, and that's not a mistake. And while the energy pulls hearts and memories back into your orbit, something else begins to stir, your creativity. That passion project you abandoned, that idea you shelved because life got in the way, suddenly it's back. Loud, urgent, obsessive. You can't stop thinking about it. You start jotting notes in your phone. Ideas hit you in the shower. Your fingers itch to write, build, paint, record, create. That's not just motivation returning. That's the Venus-Mars trine, awakening a fire that's been sleeping. Let's break it down. Venus rules art, beauty, harmony, the muse. Mars rules focus, action, energy, the execution. When these two planets harmonize in fire signs, Aries and Leo, you don't just feel inspired, you feel compelled. And it's not coming from ego, it's coming from soul. Here's the reason. In astrology, this trine creates a creative gateway. Venus gives you the vision, Mars gives you the fuel to bring it into form. It's like having a dream and the energy to chase it at the same time. That doesn't happen often. And yes, it can feel obsessive. You might stay up too late working on something. You might forget to eat. You might feel like you're not doing enough, even though your mind is spinning with passion. That's because your inner fire has been reignited and it wants to move through you. This isn't just about productivity. This is about purpose. You're not just creating content. You're creating clarity, identity, self-respect, expression, power. And it's not random, because this trine only activates when the universe knows you're ready to carry your next idea all the way through. So don't ignore this pull. Don't wait until it makes sense. Creative fire is not logical, it's divine. It visits those who are open, bold, willing to burn a little to bring something new into the world. That thing you said you'd start when you felt ready. This is ready. This is now. Because sometimes your next transformation doesn't begin with a relationship or a revelation. Sometimes it starts when you finally say, I'm doing this, no more waiting. Let the obsession build. Let it become your fuel, because the fire inside you didn't die. It was just waiting for this exact moment to come back. Chapter 4. Why desire might feel risky, but necessary. And just as your creativity catches fire, so does your desire, but not in a soft, casual way. It hits deep, bold, sometimes confusing. You start feeling things you thought you had under control. You crave closeness, intimacy, intensity, but also freedom. You might want someone and feel afraid of wanting them. You might be drawn to chase something big and question if you're ready. That tension, that heat, that quiet ache in your chest that won't fully go away, that's Venus trine Mars turning up the emotional thermostat, and it's intentional. Desire in this energy doesn't knock politely. It kicks the door open and says, "Are you still alive in there?" It's here to wake you up from emotional sleepwalking. And yes, that can feel risky, because when passion returns, so does vulnerability. You start wondering, what if I want this too much? Or what if I lose it? But here's the truth. This desire is not here to punish you. It's here to point you forward. In astrology, Venus is what you want. Mars is how you go after it. When they align in a trine, it's not just about attraction, it's about alignment of heart and will. That means your desires right now aren't distractions, they're directions. Your spirit is saying, this is what we've been waiting for. Don't run from it, run toward it. Still, you may feel torn. One voice says, leap. The other says, protect yourself. That's natural. But here's your power move. Listen to both, but obey neither blindly. Instead, respond with awareness. Ask yourself, does this desire come from fear or from expansion? Is this about proving something or pursuing something real? When Venus and Mars align like this, it's your chance to move toward what you truly want, without apology, without games, without pretending it doesn't matter. Because true desire isn't dangerous, it's sacred. It's your soul's way of reminding you that you're still here, that you still feel, that there's still more ahead than you've allowed yourself to believe. So lean in, even if it scares you, because sometimes the risk is the doorway. Chapter 5. The Shadow Side. When this energy turns into temptation, and just when everything feels like it's rising, your creativity, your confidence, your desire, there's a twist, a whisper, a shadow. Because Venus trine Mars doesn't only awaken attraction and passion, it also awakens old patterns, unresolved longings, and temptations you thought you buried. This is where things get real. That sudden text from someone you swore you were over. That urge to revisit an old situation just because it's familiar? That craving for connection, even if it costs your peace? These aren't tests from the universe, they're mirrors, and what they're showing you is this: you're magnetic now, but what are you attracting, and why? See, Venus in Aries is bold. It wants love on its own terms. Mars in Leo is proud. It wants attention and glory. Put them together, and yes, you can channel pure brilliance. But unchecked, this combo can also lead to impulsive choices, ego-driven connection, or chasing passion just to feel something. Fire is sacred, but fire also burns. That's why this moment is a crossroads. It can elevate you or drag you back, because some people are feeling drawn to you right now, not because they've changed, but because you have. Your glow is brighter, your energy is louder, and energy doesn't lie. It pulls in everything, not just the good. So you have to be clear, is this person reaching out because they see the real you now, or because they're feeling your light and want to stand in it again? And more importantly, are you about to reignite something healing, or something that only looks like comfort but ends in chaos? This is the shadow side of Venus-Mars, the illusion of connection, the temptation to relapse into validation instead of alignment. But here's the good news. You get to choose. You don't have to act on every spark. You don't have to answer every message. You don't have to pick up what you already put down. Because when you finally value yourself enough to protect your peace over your patterns, that's when the universe starts sending real love, not recycled lessons. So let the shadow rise, but don't follow it. Let it remind you of who you no longer are. Chapter 6. How the wise ones use this portal. And now, here's where everything shifts, from reaction to intention. Because while many will get pulled by this energy, into old patterns, into emotional spirals, into messy almost situations, the wise ones, they do something different. They don't get caught in the chaos. They channel it. The wise ones know that Venus trine Mars isn't here to make you feel loved. It's here to make you feel powerful, to remember that your desire is a compass, your creativity is a weapon, and your energy, that's your greatest currency. And when this alignment shows up, they don't ask for attention. They direct it. They don't chase. They magnetize. They don't beg. They build. They don't return to the past. They let the past return to them and meet it with clarity. Because here's what most people miss. This Trine doesn't work for everyone. It only works for those who are aligned, the ones who've done the inner work, the ones who no longer confuse intensity with love or chemistry with purpose. Venus and Mars are simply power, raw, undiluted power, and power unfocused can destroy. But power in the hands of the emotionally mature, that creates art, that creates connection, that creates legacies. So, if you've felt all this energy building, don't just wait to see what happens. Choose what to do with it. Write that thing. Launch that vision. Express that truth. Set that boundary. Or open your heart. Intentionally. Not to just feel, but to channel. This is what the wise ones know. You're not here to be a passenger. You're here to steer. You're not here to chase closure or attention. You're here to embody attraction. This energy is a portal, a spotlight, a test. And while others will be tempted to use it for validation, you'll use it for evolution. Because the truth is, the universe doesn't reward the loud. It rewards the clear. And right now, the clearer you are about what you want, the faster it's already on its way. Chapter 7. What to do on May 22nd to activate this energy. And now that you understand the power behind this alignment, let's talk about what actually matters, what you do with it. Because May 22nd isn't just a date on the calendar, it's a cosmic ignition point. A day where the energy is alive, awake, and responsive. If you move with intention, if you act with clarity, this Trine doesn't just pass through you, it leaves something behind. So here's what the energy needs from you: movement, honesty, boldness, and beauty. Venus wants beauty and truth. Mars wants courage and action, and both are in fire signs. Which means you don't activate this energy by waiting. You activate it by stepping forward, even when your voice shakes. Speak, create, move. Reach out if it feels aligned. Hold back if it feels forced. But whatever you do, do it with clarity. If there's someone you've wanted to express something to, this is the window, not to chase, but to clear the air. If there's a creative vision on your heart, don't just dream it. Start it. Dance. Write. Say it out loud. Paint. Performance. Move your body. Open your heart. But don't let this energy pass unused. Why? Because the fire of this Trine doesn't last forever. It's here now, and it burns brightest in the days around May 22nd. And fire, if you ignore it, doesn't wait. It moves on. And if you keep waiting for the right moment, you'll miss the one the universe just handed you. So treat May 22nd like a portal ritual. Don't just scroll past the day like nothing's happening. Light a candle. Say what you want out loud. Move your body. Set one intention. This is what I want. This is who I am. This is what I'm ready to feel, give, and receive. Because energy responds to decisiveness. The universe responds to clarity. This isn't a time to hope. It's a time to declare. This isn't about impressing others. It's about aligning with you. May 22nd is the moment where the cosmos asks, do you want to attract it, or do you want to keep avoiding it? Because one decision made in boldness this day could ripple through the next chapter of your life. This isn't just another transit, it's your moment. Venus trine Mars is active now, and what you do with it will echo. So trust your fire, honor your desires, and act with clarity. Like this video, subscribe for more cosmic truth, and drop "I move with power" in the comments if you're ready.